Hello, welcome. My name is Summer, and since we're both new here, I thought I'd start this first episode off with a little introduction of me and my idea for paying for it. I love history. Even the boring stuff that we learned in high school, but lucky for us, I have better taste than that. As I started traveling, my love for history reawakens. It started when I moved to Texas. I got an amazing opportunity to stay right downtown, Fort Worth. And well, I found myself directly in the middle of Hell's Half Acre every time I left my apartment building. And no matter how much the city of Fort Worth would like to gloss over it or just give the credit to the cowboys and outlaws, if you really step into Hell's Half Acre, you'll see the city was paid for happily on the fees of solicitation. Then, traveling to New Orleans, I learned about Storyville, the very successful red light district that paid the price when the Navy moved in. Off to Galveston, Sin City of the South, where the line was enjoyed and loved until they could no longer pay for it. Each of these places, I have found stories of districts and the ladies who lived within those districts, whose stories, though very important to history, go untold or glossed way over. We now glorify the cowboys, the gamblers, and outlaws, the taboo boys and men of our history, and shame, ignore, and hide the taboo women of our history, whose stories are just as important, if not more important, to our history. But we instead victimize and pity the women who are brave enough to pay for the freedom that was not at all easy to live. This brings me here to why I'm here. I want to tell these ladies' stories, the good, the bad, the ugly, but also the glamour, the freedom, the lust, and the power some of these ladies gained, and why it is often referred to as the oldest profession in the world. It's ingrained in our history, and it holds a very important part of our history that shouldn't go untold. Because as sex work, it is in what I like to refer to right now as its hot girl era. But it wasn't always like that. And for it to have gotten to where it is now, we have to appreciate the ladies of our past. Since it seems like it isn't going anywhere, it seems like it's here to stay. It's disrespectful to the ladies that lived it and disrespectful to our history to let it go untold. Now that brings us here and to me. These stories seemed for a while to just be falling in my lap. I didn't think that I was looking for them, but the more they found me, the more I became slightly obsessed with learning and telling their stories. So here I am. This is paying for it. If you want to join me in learning these ladies' stories and more about the history that is often turned a blind eye to, grab yourself a cocktail, if you're of age, a mocktail or a coffee, whatever you fancy, and tune in every Friday night and get immersed in a more lustful, taboo part of our history.
I got something between my legs that'll make a dead man come. Oh, that. I got something between my legs that'll make a dead man come. Oh.